Hello dear entrepreneur and student friends. If you are looking forward to know how to become a CEO, then please watch this full video and don't skip any part. I have seen many short videos on how to become a CEO, but they didn't provide enough information to the viewer. So, I thought why not use my experience and provide you the best approach of becoming a CEO with an example. If I provide you the steps to become a CEO in general, then you won't understand what are prerequisites for becoming a CEO. So, I will take an example to provide you the details of becoming a CEO. Who is the CEO? Chief Executive Officer? A CEO is the highest ranking executive officer in the company, who looks over all major strategic, financial, economic, and other crucial aspects of the company. CEO is responsible for making major corporate decisions, managing overall resources of the company, managing operations, and acting as a main point of communication between the major stakeholders and board of directors. CEO's role varies in different companies, depending upon the size, corporate culture, annual returns, and overall share in the related industry. CEOs in large MNCs are concerned with only high-level strategic decisions, while smaller company CEOs involved more in day-to-day and hands-on activities. In this video, I am taking the example of a shoe manufacturing company, Air Schule. Air Schule is a large shoe manufacturing MNC company, with a turnover in millions, and branches in some major cities of the world. Its headquarters are situated in the UK. The selection of CEO is one of the most crucial decisions for any organization like Air Schule. A good CEO can bring the best out from the employees of the organization, while increasing the net revenues and profitability. Air Schule must consider the best suitable CEO, having middle age, so that he or she can work longer. Any candidate belonging to the vicinity countries like UK, USA, or other European countries can be preferred. The candidate must have minimum 4 years of work experience of working in similar industry organization. He or she must possess best leadership and management capabilities. Candidates with good fundraising and business relation experience will be preferred. Prerequisites for becoming a CEO. Education. Education is a must for becoming a CEO in any large MNC like Air Schule. You must have completed your MBA from a reputed business schools. If these business schools or universities are on the top rankings in the world, then it would be an added advantage. Experience. Education is not only a prerequisite for becoming a CEO in large MNCs. You must possess a good experience in working in similar field or organization for at least 3 to 5 years. Education could only provide you a theoretical knowledge, but large MNCs also look for practical knowledge and pragmatic approach, which only comes through experience in same field or industry. So, if you have an MBA but still no experience, then I will suggest you to first gain some experience by working in similar industries of your choice. Personality traits. Personality traits are the final prerequisite for becoming a CEO in a large MNC. Even if you have an MBA from a reputed university, with good hands-on experience in similar industry, if you lack good personality traits, then you won't become a CEO. Following personality traits are mandatory for becoming CEO in a large company. First, excellent communication skills. It's mandatory for every CEO to have good communication skills. CEO represents the whole company in front of major stakeholders, board of directors, and other people. If you don't possess excellent communication skills, then you may not become a CEO. Second, being an extrovert. If you are introvert and don't like meeting new people, then you have to think again. Every CEO must have extrovert capabilities, so that he or she could handle every kind of situation with ease. Final, empathy. Empathy has also become a major personality trait for CEOs nowadays. The empathetic nature of CEOs could allow them to get into the shoes of customers and design and innovate new products and services according to their requirements. Key criteria for selection of CEO, in Air Schule. Now, let's come back to our Air Schule example to better understand these prerequisites. Air Schule is asking for following prerequisites for a CEO. Education. A master's degree in business management and administration, preferable in international management. This is the prerequisite for the selection of CEO, in Air Schule, because it is considered the most plausible requirement to work as a CEO in any manufacturing MNC. Experience. At least 4 years of working experience, with a proven track record, in any large manufacturing industry organization, preferable in shoe manufacturing, or other sports manufacturing MNC. Having expertise in following fields: board relations, community relations, and manufacturing management. Any manager needs that much experience to be promoted as a CEO in a well-managed company like Air Schule. A hands-on knowledge of working with a large teams of workers, supervisors, team leaders, while leading them, to bring the much-awaited change for the organization. A CEO must possess these skills to lead the organization towards success and profitability. Personality traits. A vision of taking the Air Schule to the level where the sports shoes industry will be heading in the next 5 years. The CEO must have premonition to understand the future market trends. Strong leadership skills to bring the much-awaited change in the organization. The most successful organizations in the world, like Apple, Amazon, and Microsoft, are built by the most innovative leaders like Steve Jobs, Jeff Bezos, and Bill Gates. A communication style that can help bridge the communication gap between supervisors, workers, lower management, and board members. Most successful leaders, like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates, also possess positive communication styles. A positive listener and empathetic person. The candidate must know some new and innovation methodologies, like design thinking, to work totally on empathy and communication. Approachable and friendly behavior. Mandatory to lead a large group of employees. A person with remarkable fundraising experience and results. Can help in better budget and financial management. Will be capable of working in business communities. Can help in maintaining relations with other organizations. A person having strong relationship building skills. Can bring best from the employees of Air Schule. A person who is capable of managing his personal and work life. Is required to manage Air Schule in case of any emergency. Factors not included in the selection criteria. There are many factors that the large MNCs like Air Schule do not consider in their selection criteria. Following are some of these main factors. Religious beliefs of the candidate. A candidate may belong to any religious beliefs, and this may not directly influence his or her performance as a CEO of Air Schule. Political beliefs. The selected candidate is free to follow any particular party or political belief, which is not directly related to his or her responsibilities as a CEO. Marital status. The candidate might be single, divorcee, or married, and is free to pursue any kind of life. Residence, and people whom the candidate is residing. The candidate is free to reside with any people of his or her choice, in case it may not directly influence his responsibilities as a CEO for Air Schule. Number of children, and their ages. The ages of children and their number do not directly influence the responsibilities of the candidate as a CEO of Air Schule. Finally, selected candidates profile. The board of directors at Air Schule have selected 3 candidates with following profile. First candidate. The first candidate is a 55 years old woman, with around 8 years of experience of working in manufacturing MNC, with following strengths. Has a master's degree in business and administration. Has a good experience of around 8 years of working in manufacturing MNC. Has a go-getter attitude and empathetic nature. Weaknesses. Not good leadership capabilities. Not good at business communication skills. This candidate has scored 75 in the overall criteria, because she has a suitable master's degree, from a reputable business school, and good experience of working in manufacturing MNC. She has an acceptable leadership and communication skills. She has been successful to manage a large FMCG MNC during the 2008 recession. She has also run many fundraising campaigns for her organization successfully, and managed to raise millions through the initial IPO offerings. Second candidate. The second candidate is a 35 years old, middle-aged man with around 4 years of experience of working as a manager, but not in manufacturing MNC, with following features. Strengths. Has a master's degree in business and administration. Has a good leadership capabilities. Has a go-getter attitude and empathetic nature. Weaknesses. Not good communication skills. No prior experience of working in manufacturing MNC. This candidate has a master's degree from a management school in India. He has a zeal to work for the large MNC, like Air Schul, but do not possess good communication skills. He has an experience of working as a manager in a retail industry organization, but not preferably manufacturing MNC. Third candidate. The third candidate is a 37 years old middle-aged woman, with around 7 years of experience of working in manufacturing MNC, with following features. Strengths. Has a master's degree in business and administration. Has acceptable communication and leadership skills. Has an empathetic nature and good listening skills. Has a fundraising and business relations experience. Weaknesses. Not good at managing work-life balance. This candidate has a suitable Master's of Business Administration degree from one of the top 50 universities. She has been successful to run a large toys manufacturing plant. She has also been successful to increase the overall revenue generation for her company from $50 million to around $100 million within 5 years for her organization. She has good communication and business relations skills. Finally, selected candidate's profile. The third candidate has been selected as the CEO for the Air Schul due to following reasons. Air Schul Sports Company is looking for a CEO who can work for a long term with the organization. The third candidate is 37 years old, so she can work longer. She has a good experience of working with manufacturing organization, similar to that of Air Schul. She has a good track record to raising the revenues to double of her organization within 5 years. She has an empathetic and friendly nature that can help the organization to work better in worst-case scenarios. She is capable to facing any emergency situations of economic slowdown and recessions. She has less weaknesses compared to other candidates. She has a good business relation and fundraising experience. Other reasons of selecting third candidate. She belongs to UK and therefore understands the European culture and beliefs better than other candidates. She loves sports and sports-related activities that will help her to better represent Air Schul. She lives in the UK, therefore Air Schul would have to follow less compliances and regulations for her relocation to Dublin. She would easily acclimatize herself in the business environment at Air Schul because of her vicinity with European business cult. Key challenges the CEO will have to face. The first key challenge that the selected CEO will have to face in the Air Schul is to manage the expenses and finances after the Brexit deal. The CEO will have to face financial concerns of the company due to economic slowdown because of the COVID-19 pandemic situation. The next challenge would be to hire the best employees for the organization that are suitable under the given circumstances. The next big challenge in front of the CEO will be to stay ahead with the competitors. There are many large sports shoes MNCs that may grow after the Brexit announcement. The recruited CEO will have to take best decisions to keep AirSchul ahead than competitors. Another common challenge will be to bring the much-awaited change and transformation. The earlier employees of the AirSchul may resist the change the new CEO wants to bring. Therefore, he or she would have to give his best to bring the change. Another common challenge is to cope with the changing technologies. Some new technologies can put AirSchul in back foot. Therefore, the CEO would have to work for new innovations to improve performance of AirSchul. So, this was my detailed video on how to become a CEO. If you loved this video, then please like it, give a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bell icon. This will let you watch our videos instantly whenever they are uploaded in our channel.